Hey everybody. Welcome to Hidden Horror. How are you guys doing today? So today I'm here. I want to talk about the release of the inside of 1122 King Road, the murder house. There are pictures that were recently released. It's right under 190, so I just rounded off to about 200 pictures. The media have been able to obtain them from the Moscow Police Department, and I'm here to just bring you this information and let you know I have requested the photos. Um, it could take a couple of weeks for me to receive them. If they allow me to receive them at all, I will let you know. So let's talk about it all. Let's bring up a picture of the crime scene. Okay, because we're talking about the property and the ins more so the inside of 1122 King Road. And I know for my audience, we are very familiar with this property. We know this house. Okay, so let's get started. We'll start with the article. The article is from today.com. It's titled What Newly Released Crime Photos Reveal About Idaho Murders. This article is dated August 8th, 2025. And I don't see an author. It's very brief. It states newly released photos from inside the off campus house where convicted killer Brian Koberger murdered four college students are shedding light on the since demolished crime scene. The nearly 200 images were obtained from the Moscow Police Department through a public records request by NBC News affiliate KTVB. NBC's Laura Jarrett reports for today, warning the images are graphic and disturbing. So they have a clipping. I'm not going to show you the video. I want to go to a different video. So we're going to stop sharing the picture of 1122 King Road. We're going to add our video. This video is from today. It's titled What Newly Released Crime Photos Reveal About Idaho Murders. This video is a little bit over 3 minutes long. We'll start it here.
NBC News is choosing not to show you the most graphic pictures from this crime scene, but we do want to warn you, some of the images you are about to see are graphic and disturbing.
This morning, for the first time, photos from inside that off-campus home where convicted killer Brian Koberger committed those grisly crimes. The nearly 200 images of the crime scene now obtained from the Moscow Police Department through a public records request by NBC News affiliate KTVB. Many of the disturbing photos redacted or blurred by authorities, but they shed light on the since-demolished King Road house where Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were killed back in 2022.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
The last vestiges of a typical college home, an open front entrance with a wreath hanging on the door, a living room with a backpack and red plastic cups scattered on the floor, photos of staircases, a bedroom and bathroom where an investigator's reflection is seen in the mirror. But the images also show signs of the attack, including blood spots on a hardwood floor. And this is the glass door that police believe Koberger opened to enter that home.
The person that slithered through that sliding glass door now stands before the world and this court unmasked.
Koberger seen in this previously released photo moments after his arrest. And police also now releasing this video taken from a neighbor's porch in the early hours the morning of the murders. A white car captured speeding away. With his trial just weeks away, last month, Koberger pleaded guilty to all four murders to avoid the death penalty. But the victims' families had one last opportunity to confront him. Kaylee Gonsalves' sister, Olivia, delivering one of several emotional statements during his sentencing.
You're a delusional, pathetic, hypochondriac loser.
who thought you were so much smarter than everybody else.
The families now carrying on the memories of the 4 lives lost.
I mean, everything about Kaylee was amazing.
She was going to light the world on fire, and we're missing her. You know, we're missing her.
Yeah, every day.
Just again, I can't imagine. Laura, do we expect that police are going to be releasing other things like this?
Yeah, there may still be some documents to come here, including the final autopsy report. And Steve Gonzalez, who we talked to, of course, Craig, that's Kaylee's dad, he said, look, some of the families do not want that to come out. It's gruesome. And he wants to preserve the dignity of his daughter, of course, as you can imagine.
I'm sure they have their reasons for releasing it, but it's enough already.
Yeah.
His victims have been so much, they don't want to hear that name one more time.
Exactly. And as we should mention, we reached out to the rest of the families to get their position. We haven't heard back from Maddie and Ethan's families. Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the...
Okay. So, to be honest with you, the pictures that were included in this video, for example, it's hard for me to just say certain things outright. I feel that maybe they just selected a few pictures. Maybe these are not the pictures that are more gruesome, because these pictures that are in this video, I didn't pause the video. I didn't want to just stop the video because it was already brief. It does not have the typical pattern and direction of splatter that would be from a stabbing, a knife stabbing. I don't know what the 200 pictures are inclusive of and how much has been released. That's why I requested the pictures myself, so I'm not going off of any other media outlets reporting. But those pictures didn't show what I anticipated seeing. I've talked about this, very early on, what the pattern of direction that the blood would be, how it would splatter, how it would drip. You saw very tiny droplets, and that makes me wonder, was the attacker injured? Because those were very tiny drops. Typically in a stabbing, for example, if you push the knife forward and pull the knife out, you're going to have dripping, you're going to have droplets, larger droplets. If, for example, in a stabbing, if the knife comes down, when the knife is removed, you're going to have splatter coming back from this directional splatter. So you may see blood on the walls, the ceiling, behind you, in front of you. I just don't see that level of blood. I noticed that, for example, in the bedrooms that were shown, there was minimum blood. It does not appear that the furniture was removed or altered. So you're seeing bedding, pillows, you're seeing personal items, you're seeing dressers and things of that nature, but you're not really seeing the type of, for it to be reported that this was a very violent scene. The number of stabbings allegedly across the various victims, I just don't see the blood. I just have to be honest with you. I am going to, if I'm allowed to receive these photos, I'm going to go through them and just study them for developing what the crime scene looked like. You know, not just imagine anymore, seeing it, being able to understand where the attacks happened, how they happened. the idea of one person completing these individual attacks, various attacks with two people in a room. I'm really surprised at the lack of blood. You're seeing very tiny specks, very tiny droplets, and I just wonder if that is someone injured and the droplets are, this person is actively moving around and there's very small amounts. I'm really surprised because allegedly Madison Mogen was in the bed. So I would imagine that the bedding, the mattress, possibly the pillows, and the wall next to the bed would have had a large amount of blood. I anticipated also in Madison Mogen's room to have a large amount of blood from Kaylee Goncalves because allegedly, if the attack happened as thought, again, there was no factual basis provided by Bryan Kohberger for what happened between himself and each victim or where the attacks happened in the home. But I'm just imagining if Kaylee Goncalves was in the room with Madison Mogen and she's being attacked and she has these defensive wounds, I would believe that there would be some striking in the chest, the arms, possibly the face, where the blood would be dropping down in large amounts from those cuts. Her to be attacked also in her face. Allegedly, she was not identifiable. You could not determine that it was her from looking at her face. I just don't see the blood evidence to match what we're told happened in this property, this house, 1122 King Road. But I'm going to go through the pictures. I'm going to try to share this information with you as I receive it. I put my request in. It said that it could take up to 21 days if granted at all. So we will see, okay? So I just wanted to bring you that information that they've released these photos, the Moscow Police Department, and I am hoping to obtain them myself, and then I will be able to go through them and try to come back with some more information as I review them, especially to determine the spacing, the bedrooms. There should be a clear, indicator of where the attacks happened. If there are pictures detailing a walkthrough, there really should have been a video of the entire crime scene and a walkthrough. I don't know if that's available, if that's possible, but we will see. So I just want to bring that information to you. So thank you for spending this time with me. I really, really appreciate it. I want you to stay safe, stay smart, stay savvy. Be well, all my friends. Bye, everybody.